Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich coming to you with another bit of EU4 Rights of Man. We are back to playing France. Again, we are this loyal little kingdom over here doing our thing, owning the western part of Europe. We are allied with a bunch of random people, actually. Close this out. We are allied with Castile, we are allied with Aragon, we are actually kind of PO'd at the English because they're just kind of chilling. Like, I want these things, but the English are appropriately kind of powerful right now. I don't really want to go and tick them off too much on the off chance that we actually could use them. But Nevers apparently is looking for some help, and I'm going to say no. Now, political. What do we have claims on? Basically, everything to make us into mainland France once more, and I kind of want to fight Brittany. I allowed Burgundy and Lorraine. It's been a couple days since I've played this. Let's see, if I declare war on them, everybody's going to go to their help. I can take Nantes, but I don't have full army supply right now. And Burgundy is still pretty big. So, like, who are Burgundy's enemies? They are rivals with Aragon, Castile, and Savoy. Let's see if I can get a little bit of let's work with Savoy for right now. Cool. Too many relations, too many relations. Huh. I see that. 1 second. So, Tunis has been raided by... it's raided. Oh my gosh, they've raided my people. So they've taken a bunch of money from me, which is really annoying. Okay, who do I want to get rid of in this stuff? Okay, Genoa's not going to give me a whole lot. So... screw Genoa. Break my alliance. Yes, it's going to adversely affect our relations, but it doesn't benefit me to really be in it right now. We have an absolute ton of military power, which is great for us. What we do not have a ton of, though, is an admin power. Oh my gosh, stop pillaging my material. I want you to go down here, my friends. Go in this area. Tunis will pay. Oh my gosh. Taking money hand over fist from me. I do not like that at all, do I? Also considering, I guess, making a claim or two on Burgundy, which isn't going to be too much of an issue. No forts over here. Oh no, big fort right there. See if I can get Savoy to work with me against Burgundy. Burgundy's mad at me. They're pretty happy with me, so I'm going to improve my relations with these bad boys. And you are going to protect trade. Which you can't. Of course not. Of course not. So Burgundy's claiming stuff. Hunt pirates. That's what they're going to do. Hunt pirates out of Genoa. There we go. So we shouldn't lose any more troops. Haha! Okay, guys, so this is something really, really cool and new about Rights of Man. Instead of having a technology thing that's Western or Eastern, now we have things called institutions. And in this particular case, the Renaissance will begin. And the Renaissance pretty much always begins somewhere in Italy. So we're going to pull that up real quick so I can show that off. Ideas, no. Technology, no. Where is that bad boy? Institutions, there we go. So Renaissance. Where did the Renaissance begin? Oh, it's Navarra. Okay, so not too bad. What does this mean for us? So, everyone starts with feudalism, at least in Europe, over most of the world. You can see that right now. These horde people over here, not so much. But everyone else has feudalism. And that, goes and gives us some awesome stuff. This, now though, we have absolutely none of it has spread to France. The way it's going to have to work is that it's going to come through from Navarra. Where is it? Navarra. It's going to spread to Savoy, then to us. And once that happens, we will slowly begin to kind of absorb it. But until that happens, we're going to take a penalty on institutions because we don't have the most up-to-date one, or not all of them anyway. Let's see. So what are the modifiers affecting the spread? 10 development, 20 development. Interesting. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. We can really get lost in that if you really wanted to, but it will take forever for us to be really focused. So instead, as we start to get more and more, more and more, can't think what it's called. Why am I having such a brain fart here? Let's do that too. More and more the Renaissance coming in, things will get better and better for us. Can we actually even declare war on them? Probably not easy. Pull Graf and Savoy. Now, if I declare war on them, Portugal and Kildare will come in from his side, and Ulster and Leinster will not fight. Okay, so we don't really want to attack them just yet, which is really frustrating for me because I really wish I could. Really what would end up happening is that their navy would wipe the floor with me. And that would be a huge issue. I'm sorry guys, it's been a couple days since I've played, mostly because I have just been super distracted by work. This last week of work, I was working like 14 to 16 hour days for a couple of them. It's totally not fun. They are sitting on military 3. They have military 3. Where's Burgundy? Burgundy's got military 3? Military 3 also. So I wonder if I can get my guys back up to full army maintenance, which means my guys won't be awful. And I can afford to hire somebody who gives me more discipline. Oh my gosh, he's super expensive. Both these guys are super expensive. Dear God. We don't want to do that just yet. We'll see. Sorry about that, folks. I know for you, the whole time hasn't really passed. For me, it's been about 45 seconds. Later today, I am pleased to announce that I'm actually going to be running a Rights of Man multiplayer. What does that mean? It means that we actually are going to have... how do I put this? Well, it's gonna be fantastic. Actually, I think I have 10 guys from around the globe. Actually, some playing in the Europe, some playing over here way far to the east, playing the Ming. A couple playing. I think I have a Mamluk player as well. And we're gonna be playing with the new Rights of Man DLC. What we're playing on right here. And I honestly am just so excited for that to happen. Let us also gird ourselves up for war by expanding our troops a little bit further. Probably shouldn't have built them in that particular army. I probably should have built a third army by itself. You know what? We're gonna have this bad boy over here just be nice and big. When we go to fight, we'll crush Burgundy. We'll turn around and hit Brittany. But in the meantime, for Burgundy, let us see if we can pick up Bridgewall. What do I want to pick up? Lots and lots of development to be had here. I think I want to pick up Bridgewall. So fabricate a claim. This allows us to actually take it. Take it so that way there's actually no kind of issues for our own people. Down here in the south, our allies apparently are dealing with some Castilian noble rebels. Not a huge issue. Granada has expanded, which almost never happens. Taking a couple provinces away from Castile, it looks like. And we're not going to be focused too much on them. I think we'll just kind of let them do their own thing. But no, claims. For anybody who hasn't played this game at all, claims are a great way to justify taking territory without taking a massive penalty. Like, everyone and their mother will just be like, whoa, you can't do that. And it breeds some very, very bad consequences. So, let's let me look at development real quick. Okay, so Paris is in great shape. Base tax. I want to start getting some places up here with increasing our tax or increasing base tax or base production. Mostly because more tax equals more money, and more money equals more happy times for Ulrich. Like Toulouse, for example, if I increase this over here, I get 0.1 ducats more. It doesn't seem like a whole lot. But trust me, it starts to build up over time. Like K-Horse is another one, for example. I'm going to do this and increase the tax income on that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's just start banking some more money. Screw it, we'll do that. I guess we'll start fighting soon enough. It'll be a limited campaign, I think, just to take Burgundy, or however you say it. I'm a terrible, terrible linguist. I couldn't tell you exactly how these things are said. And Nevers is trying to pick fights with us, and I don't know why they're trying to do that. That's a bad, bad idea. I have no casus belli. That's bad. What I could probably do is I probably could just nail these guys into the wall. I still have to fight Burgundy. Wait, are they fighting somebody else now? No. Allied Brittany. Personal unions with half of this area here. My truce with Provence ends in 7 years, so I got a long time for that one. Okay. Alright. What to talk about in the meantime? Okay, well, one thing to talk about in the meantime. Oh, Burgundy is on Liege. Oh, cool. Okay, so who are they all fighting against? Austria? Oh my... Okay, this is a perfect time for us to actually declare war. So all these guys will be fighting us. Actually, maybe better for me to attack Brittany. Okay, yeah, this is a perfect time. Okay, this is good for us. So now what we're going to do is move our troops into position. I'm going to hammer everything but Jesus out of Brittany. This is exactly what we were waiting for, is for our enemies' allies to be focused on something else completely. So Laron will attack us, and Laron is fairly weak, all things considered. So now we are fighting, and we are going to crush his armies. Good for us, bad for him. I think we just lost that? No, we did pretty well. Oh no, Laron is actually attacking us. Oopsies. Let's back up for a second, and you, good sir, just troop back over here. We will win this fight here. In fact, we crushed them. No one left. Detach from siege and take over other areas. Flanders wants to go in. We're not going to let them do that. And Cleves wants to go in. That's not going to happen either. Okay, no, okay, our troops retreated back over here, which is fine for me. We should be able... Ooh, the Palatinate. Are they the ones that are fighting Burgundy right now? Yes. Papal states can totally go through our areas. I'm totally fine with that. I'd be happy to have you fight my enemies for me. And our own troops are just outclassed theirs like crazy. They have better morale than us, but we win. And he's going to retreat, and these guys are going to move through Nevers, I think, as well. Oh well. Let's go here to swiftly take the province, rather. Military leader left us. He died in an accident while leading his troops. He died too soon without accomplishing much of a note. Okay, I guess I am recruiting myself another general, who is nowhere near as good. Oh well. Let's just kind of chill over here. Genoa's fighting them, so... When these lands are successfully taken... You know, let's actually take Burgundy over here. We'll see if we can take out that cavalry. Excellent. And we're going to go and try to capture this last area over here. In fact, we're going to detach enough people from our siege. And we're just going to go and just take as much money as possible. Which is good for us. I will take that any day of the week and twice on Saturdays. And by the way, when I'm recording this, it's Saturday, so it works for me. The Papal State is fighting Burgundy. So is everyone else, too, for that matter. So I'm happy. I'm actually in pretty good shape right now. Seems to be exactly what you need to do, by the way, to really be successful in this game. You need to really be reading the political landscape as much as possible. And when your opponents are fighting people, then you get to fight people, and that's exactly what you want to do. We can continue actually building claims, can't we? I can't make a claim while I'm fighting them. Never mind. Bad idea. Stupid, stupid orc. We're getting a ton of money, though, which works. And we're going to split this in half and set another part of our army up to start taking another province. Actually, might be a bad idea. But right now, I'm betting he's probably getting his keister whipped. So, no, they're doing okay, but they're falling down against me. So, you know, let's actually not be gutsy. Let's keep our troops all together. This castle over here will probably fall very, very soon. Be awesome if it goes right this second. But it probably won't. And who are you fighting? Hungary's fighting these people? This makes zero sense. We are all over the place right now with the political climate. We are slowly just abusing the ever-living bejesus out of looting. Austria's coming through our territory. Wait, why is Austria coming through our territory? I didn't give them access, did I? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I guess he's allowed to come through. Okay. Let's just continue to have our troops pillage our measly black guts out. Nantes hasn't been fully raped as it comes to pillaging, so we're going to continue doing that. Nice big fights happening here, and actually the best thing that could happen for me is Austria could lose, but bleed these guys dry. That'd actually be super awesome right now. That's exactly what's happening. Excellent. Burgundy's retreating. They have zero morale, like very, very bad morale. And we're making a ton of money right now, so I'm okay with that. I would detach just enough to have a siege here, but it would get rid of most of my army. Half of them would have to stay behind, and there's no point to me moving forward with just that much when it comes to troops. Siege. Okay, how much is left? Wow, so we can do white peace. Interesting. Death of King in Burgundy. What? Okay, so white peace of Burgundy. I gain a core on a Rethel. I'm sorry, I gotta really think about this for a second. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So if I feel it belongs to France, I get Rethel. Finistre. No. A lot of extra local autonomy. By getting cores on Picardy. Oh, dude, you know what? We get Burgundians, which is exactly what I want. So, it belongs to France. So look how huge we just got. We are massive right now. So, we've lost Casus Belli. Okay, so they inherited the throne of Brabant, and Flanders, and Holland. We've just, like, doubled in size. Or practically doubled in size. Turn into a state with more states. So it's going to cost us a pretty penny. Well, that's fine. And now we have something else happening here. The estates, the bourgeoisie, the clergy, and the nobility, three distinct groups that live in our whole area, expect to be given control over a certain bit of the state development. In these cases, it's like, what's it, 10%? Okay, so the bourgeois is happy because they want to expect to own at least 0 and they get 10%. The clergy expects 15, but they have 13, so I have to give them something. What I'm going to do is find the lousiest piece of property I can. I'm going to give it to them. Actually, no, it's good for unrest. So what do I want to give to them? You know what? Let's give them Provence down here. And what this will do is it'll modify the unrest. It makes it easier for us to hold on to, and each estate gives different benefits. So the clergy, for example, as you see, it gives local unrest goes down, and with the nobility, for example, it actually goes and gets rid of the local autonomy, which is great, and gives you more manpower, and the bourgeois gives you local trade power. So what you want to do is you want to start concentrating your troops where it's going to benefit you the most. I'm just totally stoked right now because of how huge I just got. And Austria's now a great power, not powder. Big deal. I get the feeling I probably could take the entirety of Brittany on this one. I just want to continue pillaging the last little bit out of here. 1157, jeez. And the Papal Estates just excommunicated somebody. Ha, no big deal for me. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. We'll stick a big army in here to effectively loot the countryside. And Provence, after we have... How do I put this? After we have enough of an opportunity, we will go and... no, try to get... Oh my gosh, I have such a brain fart. Excuse me, guys. After we let our truce go through, we'll just pick up the rest of the part of Provence. We'll have to come over here and attack Lorraine in a second. I think we can wait until we're done picking off the last bit of money. Trade dispute against Austria. We have to fight them now. Oh, we can't fight them, rather. You're gonna go there. Actually, we should go here. And since you have effectively already kind of controlled most of the area, I'm gonna go beat up on Lorraine a little bit. Also, the Duke of Burgundy dying was like the best thing that could have happened to me. It did end a lot of fighting. But now, I removed a big power player in the region. Burgundy doesn't seem like it's that strong, but still is pretty good. So Brittany will cede Nantes. Decline. I want to pick on Lorraine a little bit more. So let's kill Lorraine real quick. We have slightly better morale, but the discipline's a little better than ours. And what this does is it modifies... One second, turn down the audio on that. What this does is it modifies the strength of your troops. And then, at the end of the day, the higher morale, the higher tactics, and the higher discipline you have, the better it is for you. Come back over here, just wipe out his army. And once that happens, cool. We will split in half. Half of them will go up to Lorraine and control it. We will successfully have probably taking out the entire enemy side here. Yeah, Brittany doesn't want to fight us anymore. Lorraine doesn't want to fight us anymore. In fact, I think I'll even try to get peace out of Lorraine and get some demands. They'll give it to me. Cool. I'm not going to take any provinces for right now. And now the siege of Finestre is over. I'm trying to think about what I want to go and take from them. What I will do in the meantime is I'll actually start building some improvements to my provinces. In this case, I'm going to build a marketplace. It gives me more trade power. So for example, if I put it in Champagne, Champagne already has a lot of resources coming out, and it'll give me more power, which gives me more money, which makes me happier overall, because money is always good. As I say so. Nantes. Wait, how good are these provinces? 15. I think I'll take Armor or Armois and Nantes. Maybe I'll leave the other part of it. Or even better, can I make this into a French vassal? Ooh, yes. Okay, cool. So this guy, a vassal, now will give me part of his money and resources. I don't like that. I'd rather they have be my vassal. That cost me some extra to do it, but that's fine with me. And I'll do that. I'll take armor. So I actually will get everything I want and more. And people are going to go and be upset at me because I'm expanding. But that's fine. He'll be okay. And just to think about this real quick, they lost a lot of guys in the fighting. Us, not so much. Move our troops back to home base here. Okay, so... Oh, geez, our reputation is tarnished? Okay, so we have to lose 100 diplomatic power, which is not something I want. Execute somebody. So we've lost stability, which is another thing you want to keep up pretty high, because otherwise you start to get debuffs here. I'm going to keep it at 0 for right now. I'm going to make both of our newly conquered places cores, and we're going to continue to expand our trade power. Some people are going to be very, very afraid of us, and justifiably so, but we're in good shape. I do need to see real quick how our defenses look. So now that we have forts here in Picardy, and, well, pretty much any single place you see with this kind of shaded lines, means that if an opponent goes into there, they can't go past without sieging down these forts, which is a great thing for us. Brittany at some point will have to be defended, but actually no, once I get this, shouldn't I have a fort there? Maybe not. Oh well, we'll figure this out. It'll be fine. What we are doing, though, is we're expanding our way slowly through Europe, and I imagine people will be freaking out about it pretty soon. We'll throw our army maintenance way down, so that way people aren't going to be freaked out at us. And Brandenburg will rent Condottieri. But apparently it'd be too expensive for them, so it's not going to be worthwhile. Holy God, Austria got some of this stuff too? I don't want to fight them just yet, because I don't want to fight all these guys. Oh dear God! Oh, we're fighting Austria soon. It's time for us to start. Can we get a coalition against them? What do coalitions do, by the way? So coalitions means that you get a bunch of smaller states together to start fighting and picking on a bigger state to kind of balance them out. But right now, that is just not going to go well. Apparently we don't have enough allies to do that. They haven't gotten big enough for us to justifiably do that. And while I do want to go and fight and take out Co and really get France back into its proper setting, i.e. pretty much all French except for getting these Norman lands back under my control, I can't easily afford that right now. So what I will do is kind of chill, relax. These guys are just going to make our trade node even better, so that's good too. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of moving parts going on right now, so forgive me if I'm not explaining everything 100%. Suffice to say, we're doing pretty well. Question is, can I get... I think I want to expand my operations a little bit more too. So the Papal State controls the Pope, which is good. We're going to spend some of our administrative power. Wait a second. We're going to send you to Champagne. And as soon as he arrives back home. Cool. You're going to go here. And you're going to collect a lot of money for us. That's awesome right there. Now, Bordeaux. Where is Bordeaux sending trade? Denmark has insulted us. Who cares? Normally we just we just reject the messages from uncouth barbarians such as that. How much more money do I get if I just collect trade? Not much. Screw it. Transfer money over to Champagne. Sandwich making ducats hand over fist, which we're not. That is bad. Fort maintenance, that's what's beggaring us right now. Okay, so here's something you have to worry about whenever you are a bigger nation. These forts have a double-edged sword. They control a lot of territory interior-wise, but they cost you a ducat a month. So I'm going to actually turn this one off, because I don't have to worry about fighting a whole lot of people. And the British are allied with Portugal. So if I fight them, I fight Portugal. And Castile will immediately be an ally for us too. So in fact, what I will do is also take off my maintenance. Probably have one of these two forts Heck, I could do it for any number of these forts. Dauphiné, I kind of want to get rid of too, but not great. So we're in a very weird situation right now because we don't necessarily have a ton of enemies, but we don't have a lot of allies either. Or our allies are just not perfectly strong enough to really be standing on our own. But the good news is, since we have now made one of those newly seized provinces, actually two of them, we can now turn them into cores, and turn them into a state. We will in turn be able to actually get some more money out of that. So Nantes and Britain are now cores. Truth of Genoa has ended. Big deal. Now what to worry about is basically separatists. So the people in Bretons and the provincials over here might be rising up against us in a wee bit. In fact, this will tell us how big their armies will be. But we shouldn't be too concerned, because now we have the money to support our armies, even at full supply, full maintenance. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. It's not perfect. Lord knows it's not perfect, but we're doing okay. Right before, it's getting right about 30 minutes or so, so before I actually end this, I want to take a quick look at institutions again to see where we are. We're slowly starting to embrace it. No, not quite. First, I guess, secrets in our alliance. So ambassadors are doing something bad. So either we can arrest the ambassador, send a request for him to be replaced, or just cut him off from important affairs. I don't really want to antagonize Castile right now. I don't really feel like losing the diplomatic power either, so I'll just try to cut him out from important affairs. And that'll be good enough for me. The Renaissance has now spread throughout Milan over here, and will be expanding more and more as we go, I guess, forward here. Oh, jeez, come on. We'll do a national epic. We'll get some prestige out of that. Works for me. So we're slowly getting the Renaissance. We still can't embrace it. It's super expensive for us to do it, which I'm not going to be too concerned. And we haven't even embraced it in 10% of our territories, so we can't even be too concerned about that. What I will do is I will go and declare war against Kent and Normandy. Wait, where's Kent? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Do I want to gain stability or gain money? Stability overall will give me more money, I do believe. So, you know what, we're going to do that. The bourgeoisie is going to be upset about that, but that's fine. Yep, so we get more money. It'll give us more money over in the long term. Where is Kent? Where is Kent? Where's the find button? Oh, I can't find the find button anymore. Oh, let's try Control F. No, not going to happen. Alright, I'm going to pause it right here, just kind of run through a couple of things. Plans moving forward. When we come back, my guess I'm going to go and quickly declare war on... Oh, Breton war goal. Oh, I can give Bretons stuff like that. Screw that. I'll probably declare war on England. And all these guys up here are all Scots, and they're not going to get down to us too quickly, which is fine. I'll probably call Castile in, so that way Castile starts pounding on Portugal, hopefully. My provinces will probably get blockaded, but that's okay, because we should be able to take the English provinces here pretty quickly and keep an army at home and send another one down to start taking out the Portuguese as well. So we should be in good shape for that one. After that, what are we going to do? Well, I don't know exactly. Our truce with Aragon is pretty much done. I'm not sure. I don't really want to fight them, though. Not sure why we have a truce. Why do we have a truce? Was that from the beginning of the game? I don't know. Oh, might have been because now they're in a personal union with Castile. That's less good. But I imagine when that's done, we should be able to actually attack Provence and pick up the last two provinces here, which are fairly high development and pretty good bits of trade goods here. And then we'll start turning our sights, I guess, after we make peace with England, towards icing out Austria. See if we can somehow get... Maybe we start Actually, let's send somebody right now to Switzerland. See if we can start picking up allies in this area to start taking on the HRE. But for the moment, we're pretty well hemmed in, and that's a big problem here. But that's fine. France has always been surrounded by enemies, but we always have found a way to come out on top, and we will continue to do so. Why? Because we are French. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in for this second part to this Let's Play. There's going to be a lot more of them. You know, with your support, of course. If you like what you see with the EU4 right now, too, please feel free to check out that 10-player multiplayer. Hopefully that goes off without a hitch. And I'm super excited to see that happen. Yeah, that's going to be it for me. So thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you all soon. This is Con Ulrich signing off. Take it easy, everybody.